Hey, it's 10:30. It's just one of these dumbass one-takers. Today was just a frustrating as hell day. It was Wednesday, hump day, whatever the hell. I worked from home all morning. I got through a ton of mail on Facebook and all the usual shit. I headed up to Escondido. I got off the 15, the highway. I turned left. I go under the bridge. Ding! Tire defect. It's like, weather hasn't been fluctuating. Something's up with this. I felt the car over some bumps. The steering wheel tracked straight. So I pulled off in the FedEx parking lot. I had to drop off a package and went around, looked at each tire, took a listen. Everything was fine until I got to the rear left corner. Psst. Right in the middle of the side of the tread, not the sidewall, right in the middle of the tire is a Phillips head machine screw or wood screw, like a wide self-tapping wide thread wood screw. Come on, man. I just put new tires on that car, new Michelin Pilot 4S 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. It is recent. And here they are. One of them has a freaking screw in it. So I go from FedEx to USPS, or dropping stuff off. A little thing about Escondido. Escondido is a great place to have a business. But the traffic in that town, it's not even the traffic, it's just like the traffic, the situation, the setup of the intersections, the lights, the turning arrows, the volume of people, it is nuts. To go a mile takes 15 or 20 minutes by car. It's ridiculous. So FedEx to UPS to Discount Tire, who mounted my tires. I take it in there, it's like, hey, I picked up a nail. Can you guys patch it? Oh yeah, we'll be right with you within an hour and a half. No, I'm not waiting an hour and a half. I have way too much stuff to do at the shop to sit here in the 88-degree heat for an hour and a half. So I drove to the shop, another 25 minutes. Get there, jack up the car, take the wheel off, put a Style 37 on. Nate was very nice today, gracious enough to let me to use the Camry, put the Style 65 in the Camry, drove it over to Discount Tire, under 25 minutes, dropped it off, came back. Did about an hour's worth of work, then they said it was done. Drove back over to Discount Tire, again in the Camry. Thanks, Nate. And they're like, oh yeah, it's done, but we didn't balance it yet, so it's going to be another 10 minutes. So I had to wait on that. Then I had to go to Harbor Freight. Then back to the shop, put the wheel back on the car, clean off the old gunk from the wheel weights that were installed only 4 or 5 weeks ago, which was really hard to get off. Like the first 5 hours of my day today were extremely frustrating because I wasted them on something that just came out of nowhere that was stupid. Fixing a hole in the middle of a tire. So whatever, it's done, stupid. They didn't charge me for it, so it could have been worse. I was able to pack and ship a bunch of stuff today, solidify a few sales, spreadsheets, clean up the engine that's been sitting in pieces on the floor, help Nate a little bit on the engine. We'll get an update on that tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be another crazy day. I've got to pack up, clean the car. I'm headed out of town for a week starting on Friday. The crazy summer continues. And we'll give you an update then. The E60 is getting a clutch for the SMG transmission, so it's going to renew that. We're going to put a new positive upshift paddle on the steering wheel until we swap that car to a manual when the SMG pump fails. But for the meantime, it's the most cost-effective, the most timely, the most just realistic, affordable option to get that car working. So that's happening. The 355 has a leaking F1 box. What are the odds? The F1 transmission, the almighty reliable F1, is leaking like gushing. When you drive the car, it's leaking a lot. So it's going in for service on Friday, the day I leave. So the E60 is going to be gone. My car's going to be in Escondido. The Ferrari's gone. Megan's got her car. This house that holds like 4 or 5 cars will be down to 1, the F10. And it works for now, minus the tailgate. It doesn't always open. It's a warranty issue. So that's where things are. Megan and I went to Rancho Santa Fe tonight and had an exquisite dinner at this Italian place. Really, really good, like mom and pop owned. Aside from waiting 15 minutes to get a table, it was very, very good after that. So we'll be going back there in Rancho. And I'm going to bed now. So we'll talk tomorrow on Thursday. Good night.